What is going on, everybody? It is the Washington Commanders post-game show. No bells and whistles today. Straight business. Tough loss for the Washington Commanders as they travel to Atlanta and fall to the Atlanta Falcons, dropping both teams to 2-2. A potential tiebreaker in playoff scenarios down the road in the conference. 34-27. My right-hand man, one half of the dynamic duo, the Commanderlorian, captain of the Goofy Ship, one half of the Founding Fathers, Crevonte. How you feeling, brother? Let it out.
Not great, man. Not great. And this was an uphill battle, anyway, because no JD5, no Terry McLaurin. Notice I'm not calling him Scary Terry because he ain't been doing nothing too scary. While his time was in there before he got hurt with his quad injury. And on the road. So this was an uphill battle. I had faith that we could still pull it out, and a few mistakes here and there that a few mistakes here and there really cost us the game overall, because we only lost by a touchdown. Still was able to put up 27 points, and but I'm not sure where to quite put my finger on it, but it seems like they get off to slow starts, and you absolutely cannot do that on the road. You cannot get off to a slow start on the road. Finally got our first turnover for the of the year. We missed a big turnover opportunity when Bijan fumbled early in the game. That could have, that really could have flipped. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot, guys. So a lot of missed opportunities. And as I told you in the pregame, listen, wipe away what happened last week to the Falcons, man, because when you get embarrassed, you come back with your hair on fire next week. And unfortunately, we were that team, and they were on fire offensively. Now, defensively, the Falcons are, they are what they are, but offensively, they came out real crazy. But I'm just disappointed. It seems like our preparedness is not where it's supposed to be. So and I think that falls on coaching. But we were shorthanded, double shorthanded. So, took an L, had our opportunities, but just like every game, too many missed opportunities, you lose a game.
34 points. Let's start with the defense. That's what everybody is crying and complaining about in Commander country. With this immediate reaction, we know how we are as fans, as analysts. Defensively, now you do have 8 straight games with at least 2 sacks. Only 1 sack today, Frankie Louvu. What did you think about the defense? I know you were upset about some of the players in the secondary. Pass rush wasn't non-existent, and they couldn't stop the run no matter if it was Bijan or Algier.
Right. So, number one, and I think any defensive coordinator, this is not special to our defensive coordinator, Joe Witt Jr., you gotta stop the run. Like I said in the pregame, Bijan Robinson, it starts and stops with him. You can't stop the run. You can't stop him in the running game. You are going to have a problem. And the crazy thing is, Drake London was killing us early. So defense was flat. Really, honestly, did not come out to play. And it could probably be a little bit of a testament to like the offense being starting out slow and defense being on the field a little too long. But man, this defense is not, it's not where it needs to be. This is to where we're trying to go. The defense is absolutely not where it needs to be. Marshawn Lattimore, I'm ready for him to go. I'm ready for him to pack his bags and get up and go. Like, how you get a flag on somebody and they still catch the ball? Like, what are we doing? Drake.
Finish him, Daddy.
Drake London was doing whatever he wanted in that first quarter, first half of the game. And when I saw the flag and I saw a tackle, I was like, that better be number 2. That better not be number 2. Sure enough, it was him. Got the flag thrown on for holding, because all he doing is reaching, man. Like, you're not moving your feet. Like, you're supposed to be a veteran in this game. Move your feet, man. And so that's very, very disappointing. I'm ready for him to. I'm just about ready to move on. Mike Sanders still got our first, turnover of the season. His first pick of the year. So that's cool. But no consistent pass rush. Bijan and Algier really were doing what they wanted to do. And can't stop the run, therefore leads to not being able to stop the pass. I know you said we got 2 sacks, but it wasn't that, at all. And whew, Michael Penix, a night and day from this week and last week.
What did you think about, let's stick with the defense real quick, third down defense? You guys came into it. I talked about it in the preview. They talked about it on the broadcast. Number 1 in third down defense. They go 6 for 12. You guys 1 for 8. I think that was a big difference in the game.
Absolutely. 50%, and they ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, they get into it 12 times, and that's kind of a lot right there. That just means they've been able to possess the ball and move the chains. Third downs coming up, they hitting on 50%. That's not good as defense. That means we're not getting off the field. We're not getting off the field. And we talked about it last week. I didn't even know we were number 1. We were tops in third down, efficiency. I bet you that mess changed this week. Absolutely changed. But and also love Bobby Wagner to death. Love him to death. You have to not put him in situations where he's going to fail. At any passing situation, I don't know what y'all need to do with him. Y'all need to blitz him or something, but leaving him out there in pass coverage is a liability. And Joe Witt Jr. needs to understand that maybe he don't need to play as many snaps as he's playing, but he can't be in coverage, man. He just can't. It was one play early. Kyle Pitts beat him to the sidelines up the edge, and I was like, damn, I ain't seen Kyle Pitts, emerge in a while, and here he goes. Bijan Robinson, and I believe that long pass, his long run after the catch. Bobby, like, come on, man, we have to do better. We can't keep putting Bobby in those situations. So we gotta find something for him to do.
Real quick, before I forget the injury report, not much to report, but Javon Jean-Baptiste Peck was questionable to return. So that's the major injury. Of course, no Terry and no Jaden Daniels, who Jaden Daniels may be back next week, though, from what we're hearing, because he did practice limited.
Right. It's likely that he'll play next week. Okay. But Jean-Baptiste, he is a contributor on the defensive line. That's and he was on a bubble for a while, so I'm glad he was able to get on the field, get some playing time, and even get some good reps in there. And so it's unfortunate that we lost him with a pec. That could possibly be, if he needs surgery, that could be the end of his year. We already lost Dietrich Wise, so we're slowly losing depth on that defensive line, which is, not great to begin with. So that one hurts.
What did you think about Marcus Mariota today? Second straight start, former Atlanta Falcon. I forgot about that. Head into the game, we know Dan Campbell used to coach for the Falcons, took them to the Super Bowl where they gave up 28-3, 16 of 27, 156, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Our guy, Xavier Watts, out of Notre Dame, rookie, one of the best safeties in his class, got an interception for the Falcons. Sacked twice for 9 yards, 84.8 rating, and he also had 2 carries for 20 yards. Thought he would run a little more, but, I mean, the running game was pretty good. Rodriguez, 59 yards. Krosky Merritt, 47 yards. Debo, 9 yards. Chris Moore, 9 yards as well.
Yeah. So, Mark. Again, he's a backup. We do have to remember that he is a backup. I don't expect him to have to win us the game. He's that part of his career is behind him. If all else fails, when you can lean on your quarterback, that's not this situation. He is a backup for a reason. So, I mean, I don't like the interception. I don't like turning the ball over, but he had a mid game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was shorthanded. I mean, as a team, we were shorthanded. So, I just wish we looked more prepared offensively, man. I like the gutsy call going forward on fourth down early in the game where we were down 10-0. So we had some hope there, scored a touchdown. And also, you know, we really don't have guys like that on the outside. When Terry's not in the lineup, it's all eyes on Debo. We had a Luke McCaffrey's sighting.
Yes.
He looked good on special teams and he scored a touchdown again this week. So he's getting more playing time and more touches with the absence of Terry McLaurin. But Marcus Mariota mid, you know, I'm not looking for him to take over the game by no means. It definitely needed to be a collaborative effort, and you know we fell short.
Since you mentioned Luke McCaffrey, seems like he has some chemistry with Mariota. Hopefully that continues with Jaden Daniels. You saw his contributions on specials. Also, what do you think about him in year 2 as well, doing well? And I guess one place you want to feel gay is Atlanta. Matt Gay did his thing today.
Finish him, Daddy.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, just me. Great. Oh,
good special. That's what I'm talking.
Got it. Special teams. I think special teams is probably we were talking before we got on, man. Special teams is probably the only bright spot on this Commanders team. Luke McCaffrey, some great returns. He was not gonna say he was on the bubble, but he was leaning towards like that bust category. Just because he just hasn't been producing. He hasn't built the chemistry you would like to see with the starting quarterback, with QB1. But you know, now JD5 is out, Terry McLaurin's out. He has no choice but to get playing time and get more reps. And I'm glad he's finding an opportunity. He's finding a little bit of a groove. It is with Marcus Mariota, but I'm hoping that JD5 and him are looking at tape together. Like, hey man, I gotta get you the ball, man, because yeah, you're a silent. You're a silent weapon. You're quiet. You know what I'm saying? So if we could bring him more to the forefront, get him more opportunities, even when Terry McLaurin comes back, maybe that'll elevate our offense. But special teams, Matt Gay made all his field goals, all his extra points. That's pretty much all we can ask for. Tress Way did Tress Way things. Excuse me. Yeah, that's about, you know what I'm saying, that's about it. I think that was the best part. That was the best part of the day.
The Washington Commanders were number 2 in rushing offense. Crevonte, you guys do it again, 147, 6.7 per attempt. A little bit of everybody. Gotta like the running game moving forward with JD5 coming back as well, potentially to help out the young QB. And the offensive line played a little bit better than we've seen the first couple of weeks, I will say as well.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So running the ball, I think that's as part of it. You have to be able to run the ball. If depending on, I guess, and that's not for everybody. I guess it depends on who your quarterback is, because some teams don't run the ball that much. They run it in spots. But, you know, JD5, I believe, has the potential to be an elite level quarterback. But as of right now, hey, let's get this run game going. Let's be consistent in the run game. So from week 3 to week 4, anything after week 2, I'm glad the running game has improved and we're putting up better numbers and we're being a little bit more consistent on the running game. And you had another question in there.
Oh, offensive line play has gotten better, and Cliff Kingsbury's play calling today I thought was pretty solid with Mariota. They were a little safe, but they opened it up, and you saw Mariota kind of get more comfortable as well. Offensive, since we talked about Joe Witt, Cliff Kingsbury as well, and all O-line.
So you have to be a little bit reserved and a little bit conservative when you have a backup quarterback, because Marcus Mariota is not Jaden Daniels. So I'm cool with the play caller. It just flat, man. Just flat in the beginning. Like, can't start off slow on the road. Cannot. Offensive line. I saw Chris Paul out there again. At left guard. So
Go Google it.
I don't know what that means for Brandon Coleman moving forward. I don't know if he's in the doghouse or what, but this is Chris Paul's second game, and I don't know if we I don't remember our inactive. I know we looked at the injury report, but I didn't see the inactives. He was inactive, and it was a coach's decision, so that's concerning. And this is the second week in a row. I don't know if he, like I said, I don't know if he's in a doghouse, if he did something, or you know what I'm saying. I don't know, but the offensive line played pretty solid. You know, we still have we have rookie right tackle. So I think he went through a hell of a gauntlet the first 3 weeks. I don't know about you, but he went through a hell of a gauntlet dealing with Micah Parsons, Max Crosby, and the Giants D line for the first 3 weeks. So shoot, I don't know if it's safe to say that this game was easier for him, but not having to go up against an elite pass rusher probably made things a little bit more easier to manage for the young right tackle. But offensive line, I believe, played solid. I think they only gave up 1 sack, which is not terrible.
Yes. 2 sacks on the day, by the way. 2 sacks. So 2. Yes. Cliff Kingsbury, you said played a good game as well.
Oh yeah. You gotta tone it back. You gotta be aware of your personnel and who your quarterback, who your personnel as a whole is, and you got to curate your play calling to that guy. So I think he did the best he could with that.
Let us hear from head coach Dan Quinn after today's tough loss on the Washington Commanders postgame show. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up as well.
Get rolling. I'll fill in kind of what I told the team post game. I said this stinks, and we got to grow. That is a must. And I thought, really the third down was a huge factor in the game on both sides. Us, them. Knew third and fourth down was going to be a big piece of it. But I also said on our 2 road games we started slowly, and on our 2 home games we haven't. And we're on the road again this week. We need to get that handled. And quarter down 10-0. So got to make sure we can get that turned around and playing fast and aggressive like we like. That's kind of where we're at. So glad to open up to you guys.
Keeping them from moving the ball obviously down. What for you was target or pressure?
Probably the third downs. Got them into low times instead of into the longer ones to go. Ben, I would say that would be one. Explosive plays, obviously, that's the other piece of it. But coming into it, we was a talented team, running team that could, get going in that way with Bijan especially. But, the explosive plays, and that was a big thing. And then not winning on third down enough. When you get them into that spot, man, you got to deliver.
What do you think is the cause of the slow starts on the road?
Yeah, I don't know yet, but we're going to dig in for sure. And the reason being, I don't have it yet. Obviously, I'd already hit it, but we just have to make sure, man, we can hit the gas early. Didn't feel that going into preparation or any of that, but the results are what they are. So we got to make sure, man, we can find our edge and make sure that way's, different and feels aggressive at the start.
What did you think about Dan Campbell today going against Raheem Morris,
Dan
who's
Quinn?
under a little fire?
You think Dan Quinn?
What did you think about his job today?
I think it's also all in the preparation, man. The work is Monday through Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it was from translating. I don't know if it was a road trip. I don't know if they went out the night before or what, but they came out flat. You know how Atlanta could get down, the nightlife in Atlanta, man. So hoping that's not what happened, but they came out flat. He's saying that he didn't see that throughout the week. So, that is something you got to shore up. But when a team comes out flat, that is leadership. Yeah, I have to look at the coaching staff for that. And just like he said, and I've been saying, start off slow. You can't start off slow on the road because you have nothing to lean on. The crowd is not with you. Like everybody's against you on the road. So you have to start off fast, be aggressive. Offensively, both third downs. We talked about defensively, but offensively, 1 of 8. Was that a third down? 1 of 8?
Yes.
Who are you
Yes.
beating? Who are you beating with that? The fact that we put up 27 points is kind of crazy when you look at it. But one of 8, you're not beating anybody. You're not beating anybody. 1 of 8 on third downs and giving up 50% on third downs on the other side. Yeah, you're not winning that game, especially on the road, unless you forced a bunch of turnovers. Like other than that, and we don't do that. We don't do that. Like we forced our first turnover of the year this week, and this is week 4. Like that's always been something. One of my keys defensively, you got to force turnovers. Like we don't have that stout defense where we shut people down when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, yards or getting sacks. Like we have to be able to force a turnover or two, especially on the road. We got to steal a possession here and there.
What do you think about some of the clock management? I saw some complaints with that, maybe heading into the half. Clock management with Dan Quinn. I know that's been something a lot of coaches get ridiculed for. I'm not gonna lie, it happens everywhere. Do you think he did okay with the clock today? I know going into the half was a little questionable. Not maybe taking the time out, maybe trying to get more points potentially.
Yes, definitely questionable, but also gotta remember we have a backup quarterback. Even though he's a vet, he is still a backup. So you can't be as aggressive in certain spots like that as you would with JD5. So you know, I could kind of understand it. But clock management has been kicking folks' butt, man. This year, I don't know what's going on, man, but I'm fine with it.
You talked about Atlanta's weapons. Drake London over 100 yards. We saw Bijan Robinson catch for over 100 yards receiving, almost 100 rushing. Algier, Penix, 20 of 26. Kyle Pitts even contributed with, how much did he have?
70.
He had 70 in the touchdown. What do you think about Atlanta, man? Could they turn it around possibly in this division? You know, this could, like I said, could be a game for tiebreakers with the conference head to head.
Absolutely. But this is the potential. This is what Atlanta could be. This is what the Falcons offense could be when they got it clicking. Michael Penix had 300 yards passing. You know what I'm saying? Bijan Robinson, great game in the air and on the ground. Drake London was doing what it was, abusing the secondary early on. And then, oh gosh, we got Kyle Pitts too. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like their game today is the potential of what they could be offensively. Like they have great weapons and they can be a top 5 offense if they're consistent and long they could get decent offensive line play. But this is the potential. Like what I'm saying is like, God, I hope they don't go off against us because I know they had the potential to, and they did. They did.
Your receiving crew. No Terry today, but Debo looked good. 6 for 72. McCaffrey, Ertz. A little bit of everybody. Jalen Lane, Krosky Merritt. You know, a little bit of everybody. That's going to be good with JD5 coming back.
Oh yeah. We absolutely have to, especially when JD5 is out. Because we're trying to make up for what we're lacking at quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got to get a piece of this pie because that's the only way we're gonna get to where we got to go. And again, we don't want Marcus Mariota out there long term. We just need him in certain spots, 1 or 2 games here. You know what I'm saying? Really don't want to go past 3 games, but solid receiver core. We love what we're getting out of Debo. But there's no deep threat. When Debo is your best guy and your deep threat is gone, they just play too high. Just play too high and play it like that. That's a simple defensive scheme. So no deep threat, no Terry McLaurin. That makes Cliff Kingsbury have to be more creative on the offensive side of the ball. That's already lacking their number 1 guy at wide receiver and quarterback.
All right, Crevonte, we head out west next week to Los Angeles, the city of angels, to face the now 3-1 Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers charger today. Jaden Daniels may be back. We'll see how the week progresses. How you feeling early on looking at this first glance at this matchup? 425 on Fox. So I believe you'll get Tom Brady and potentially you'll get the 18, I believe. We'll see.
Oh, joy. So I don't feel great. I'll be honest with you. I don't feel great about it. I didn't feel great about this game. But if JD5 comes back, I feel better about it. But no Terry McLaurin because he's out at least 4 weeks. So he's not going to play. So we're going to have the same issues as we had this week. No deep threat. What are we going to do? How are we going to consistently move the ball? Are we going to have opportunities where we have explosive plays? I saw one. C-Rod had a big run. We need plays like that in the run and in the pass to be able to help. But I hate that the Giants got their first win and gave them their first loss. I hate that because now I'm gonna feel weird if we go up in there and they beat us, man. Like, okay, the Chargers are wounded. We got to get them now. Our best bet is that they're wounded on the offensive line. We have to take advantage of that. But I don't know. I think Jim Harbaugh then is going to regroup, and it's going to be more difficult. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like our chances. I'm be honest with you. There's a lot of unknowns going on, and I know they probably feel embarrassed right now. And again, going against another team after an embarrassing week and then having to play them the next week, I don't like our chances.
All right, Crevonte, let's go around the league quick. Seahawks beat the Cardinals 23-20. Marvin Harrison comes to life late, but the Seahawks with a last-second field goal.
Yes. Arizona made it very interesting towards the end. They looked flat for at least half the game, but they made it interesting at the end. And Marvin Harrison Jr. found his hands and caught a touchdown pass. So it got interesting at the end, but Seattle was able to go down and kick a field goal.
I mean, Texans needed to win. Titans lose again. 26-0. Belts the ass.
Finish him, Daddy.
You absolutely needed this win for Houston. And newsflash, the Titans are bad. Even with Cam Ward, the supporting cast is not great. So the Titans are probably going to have another top 5 pick at the next April. So, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
Let's hear from Cam Ward. He had an interesting response after the game, Crevonte.
Everything from interception to a penalty to an incompletion by me, a bad ball. And then once we pass the 50, we're just not continuing the job. So, I mean, we keeping the buck right now. We asked. So, we 0-4. We have, this point, we got nothing to lose. We dropped a quarter of our fucking games, and we've yet to do anything. So, we have to lock in, especially myself on the offensive line, from the defensive line, from the special teams, to all 3 places. We have to play together. We have not played together this year yet. And that's just something that, we want to preach about it every day. Every day we got to do better. And we're doing that, but it has to show up on Sundays. It hasn't showed up yet, but it got to show up next week.
There you go, Crevonte. Keep it a buck. We asked.
And the crazy thing about it, he could do that in Tennessee. He could do stuff like that in Tennessee. Now, New York, LA, big football towns, he get away with that in Tennessee. Still funny and accurate, but he get away with that there.
In Tampa, it was 101 degrees, Crevonte. The Eagles came out red hot. They reinvented the push again. But the Buccaneers, they fight. But Eagles run away 31-25. Late safety, by the way, for all you gambling folks if you took the over. So there you go.
So yeah, the Eagles came out real hot. So the score was 31. It was 24-3 at one point. So yeah, the Eagles definitely came out hot. Bucks, the Bucks usually try to make it they try to make it interesting. But the Eagles reinventing that tush push, that is scary. That is absolutely scary. So great for us moving forward.
Giants over the Chargers. Jackson Dart era has begun, but Malik Neighbors potentially done for the year, torn ACL, and Joe Alt, I think a high ankle sprain they're saying right now.
That's unfortunate for both really young stars. Malik Neighbors, that's the Giants' top guy, and terrible timing because Jack Dart, like you said, Jackson Dart's era has just started, and no one receiver goes. So that's very, very unfortunate. But Jackson Dart, his aura around him led them to victory in this game. And the Chargers, were kind of scrambling because they couldn't block. You lose your original number one tackle for the season start, and then you lose Joe Alt. That absolutely hurts. Even so much so that Justin Herbert wasn't able to overcome it. And man, I hate that the Giants was the first ones to get them an L. I hate that.
Oh man, up in New England, Carolina got cooked. Patriots. This the Patriots we expect to see. Drake made 2 touchdowns, and their defense awesome.
That's it.
Finish him, Daddy.
Stephon Diggs over 100 yards, Crevonte. He's waking up.
Oh, well, he waking up all right. He got something along. He got a nice delivery on the way. Don't he?
Multiple, apparently, allegedly.
Oh yes. Allegedly, you're right.
Allegedly.
But yeah, the Patriots. That now the Patriots are waking up. Now they're slowly waking up, and the Panthers look like frauds from last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, now the Panthers look like they've come back down to earth, and the Patriots look like they're taking a positive step in the right direction.
Lions dominate the Ravens last week, bullied them. They bullied the Browns, who have the best defense in the league. Is it time for a quarterback change in Cleveland? Because Flacco 2 more picks today.
Not if it's Dylan Gabriel.
And that's who it's probably going to be, and that's the goofy part.
If it's going to be him, I mean, kind of more of the same. Dylan Gabriel is going to struggle as well. So yeah, I mean, sure, Joe Flacco. You just knew Joe Flacco wasn't going to make it throughout the year. But again, just like Russell Wilson, I didn't think he was going to lose his job in September. But beginning of October, they may switch to a different quarterback. They might just do it because at this point, Cleveland's probably thinking, what else could go wrong?
Well, Crevonte, and the New Orleans Saints covered against the Buffalo Bills. Yes, they covered.
Indeed.
But the Bills pulled away late.
Yes. They kept it interesting for a while. They even had a chance to take the lead, a time or two. But yeah, the Bills just entirely too much. But the Saints definitely covered that spread. I thought they were gonna be the ones that messed up my parlay, but nope, it was the Giants.
I believe Spencer Rattler has not won a game as a starter in the NFL. I believe. I just want to fact check that. Yeah,
quarterback change.
Yeah. So
maybe
I mean, he's 0-11. I think he's 0-11 as a starter. 0-11. So there you go.
Obviously, he's not the guy.
Crevonte, 9:30 this morning. I forgot this game was on. They went to Ireland. Now the apparent home of the Steelers. So Ireland is a Steelers native team. They get the win. I did pick this, by the way. I'll take a victory lap. 24-21, Carson Wentz. They came back late, but Steelers, man, those cockroaches still alive. 3-1.
And we ask every year just how the Steelers find ways just to stick around, keep it close, win these games that they probably shouldn't win. Again, Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, they are some covering dogs. They cover the points, but they won outright, but they be covering. I should have went with you with this with the Steelers pick, but Steelers defense, I mean they pay a lot of money. It's a lot of money tied up into that Steelers defense, so they better have had games like this. I mean, just had a bunch, but 7 sacks, 7 sacks. How many sacks they had? Intercept, turnovers. They had a little bit of everything. Newsflash: the Vikings have a problem at quarterback. They have a problem at quarterback. Carson Wentz obviously is not the long-term solution, and JJ McCarthy. How long is he going to be out?
Apparently, he's going to be scout team quarterback because remember, Crevonte, they stay overseas. They play Cleveland and London next week. Remember,
Right.
the first team to play 2 straight overseas, so he may be out next week too. And then when they come back after their extended time off, so could be Carson Wentz against the Browns. I mean, I'm probably going to pick the Vikings, but if the Browns beat them overseas, I wouldn't be shocked.
No, me neither. Me neither. Again, Carson Wentz, just like Marcus Mariota, vet, but he's a backup. He's a backup for a reason. And but I don't think JJ McCarthy would have done any better. So yeah, the Vikings, I don't think they have the guy quarterback.
I can't argue with you. Raiders up 7-3 over the Bears. I mean, wouldn't shock me if the Raiders won, even though I picked the Bears, but we'll see how good Caleb Williams is if he can put consecutive good weeks together.
I think I picked the Bears too, just because the Raiders' offensive line is not good. So offensive line not good.
Oh, Caleb Williams already has a pick, by the way. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. And when the offensive line is not good, that means and you have a rookie running back behind that not great offensive line. Usually the running game is going to suffer. So you make yourself one-dimensional. That's not a winning recipe. So yeah, I went with the Bears as well. So yeah, but again, won't be surprised if they lose.
Jaguars up 14-3 over the 49ers. Brock Purdy is back, but Trevor Lawrence may be having the game of his life. And how about give the ball to Travis Etienne? He's a good running back. 77 yards and a touchdown already on 8 carries.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. The Jaguars been kind of teetering, man. They have a good game, they lose. We question Trevor Lawrence, what he got going on, and somehow they're here. Now it's early. I mean, it's the second quarter, it's almost halftime, but can they hold on to this lead? I picked the 49ers, I believe. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for me, but I thought Brock Purdy being back would help. But it's not looking great right now for the 49ers.
And they got a short week with the Rams on Thursday. More rivalry jerseys. Ravens Chiefs, Crevonte, not much needs to be said. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, 2 of the best doing it in Arrowhead, 7-6 in the second quarter.
Right about what I expect. I picked
I feel like it's going to be an under. I think both defenses may come to play today. I don't know why.
Which will be great because they've been talking. Well, not they've been talking trash about the Ravens defense, but because it hasn't been good. So they have a point to prove, and the Chiefs defense is already top notch, and Rashid Rice is still out. So really, they don't have a number one guy. So this may very well be an under game. One score victory by whoever wins. Like I said, I'm leaning Ravens in this matchup in Arrowhead.
Lamar Jackson already sacked 13 times in 3 games. So Well, it was 12. It was 12 coming in. I think you already got sacked. 13 now. So there you go. Getting beat up a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be a down to the wire game. And tonight, Packers, Cowboys. Are we seeing belt boost the ass potentially? Could get ugly by third quarter.
I would like it. I would like it to be belts to ass. That I would love to see that. I'm so mad that the Giants beat the Chargers, man. Come on, Cowboys, get Anderson, Jerry World. Oh, come on, Jordan Love, get it together. Jordan Love, get it together. Because Michael Parsons, 2 sacks. What's the bet on that? What's the bet on that, Byron? What's the bet?
It's got to be over under 1.5. I take the over.
Oh man, I'm taking him for 2 sacks. I'm taking him for 2 sacks, man.
Yeah. I agree. Monday night, you care about that? I know we'll be here tomorrow, but double dip.
Yeah, and then we got a double dip of trash. Oh gosh, Jets and Dolphins, 2 very bad teams. I forgot who I picked. Did I pick the Dolphins? I think I picked the Dolphins.
I think we all picked the Dolphins, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets win. Justin Fields should be back, by the way.
Yeah, that game may be ugly. It's in Miami. What's the weather?
Looks like it's going to be 85 and partly cloudy. So a nice Miami night. And I can see the Denver game getting ugly too.
Yes, because Browning is the quarterback and the Broncos have a top tier defense. As long as if Bo Nix could get off to a fast start, that could get ugly out of hand sooner rather than later.
Yes. And real quick, shout out to me. I told you Penn State will get a win, but Alabama with a big win though. Alabama shocked the hell out of me. They look like they may be in the mix, man. It's gonna be real fun for these 12-team playoffs. And Ohio State only giving up 6 points, Crevonte. Who cares about offense when you're only giving up no touchdowns, only 6 points?
I'm cool with it, man. Just keep it moving. Washington, who?
Yes, you guys get the Penn State game at home in the Horseshoe in a few weeks, so that should be fun. All right, Crevonte, I think that's all we got. We get ready this week for the Chargers. Let the people know how to keep up with us, what we got going on here on the channel.
We'll probably dive into the preview probably on Thursday for the Commanders Chargers matchup. You don't want to miss that, and of course on Sunday, and that game's at 4:25.
4:25 on Fox, yes, sir.
So we will probably be on for our post game probably around 7:30.
So we flip this week. Yeah, this week with the Ravens, we're on late. Next week, we're on early with the Ravens and Commanders after the game. So yeah, we'll be a little late.
Yep. So yeah, we'll be on in between that second slate of games and the late Sunday night game. You don't want to miss that. Get our live instant reactions after the game and see what I think. See what my keys to the game are on Thursday in the preview. And also like, subscribe, share, comment, all the good stuff. We love the engagement.
Yes, unfortunate day for the Commanders. They fall 34-27, excuse me, to the Falcons. Both teams now 2-2 for Crevonte the Commanderlorian and yours truly, God's favorite host, the best 2-man duo.
Yo, Byron.
Yo,
what I keep telling y'all, man, the Steelers and the Falcons, whatever I need them to do, they do the opposite. It's been like that for like years. Since we've been doing this show, it's been like that for years. I don't know what to do, man. I need advice. Falcons and the Steelers do it to me every time.
Stay away from them.
Jesus. I guess, man.
For the Commanderlorian, one half of the Founding Fathers, the senior producer, captain of the Goofy Ship. Fresh Goofies of the week tomorrow. It's going to be a fun week. We get ready for new content. Of course, pregame we'll do Thursday, and then the postgame Sunday night. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell. Watching on X, come on over to YouTube. Vote on the poll. Let us know who's the player of the game as Xavier Worthy hits a reverse down the sideline for about 40 yards. So good to see that.
Jesus Christ.
Please give you sports how you want it, Crevonte.
Wait, you need it.
Hit the thumbs up, Cash App, Flex on One on all social media. We'll be live after the Ravens and Chiefs. So stay tuned for that. Episode, what are we at? 500 and I believe 8 tomorrow. 508. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Flex on Podcast. Throw your ones up. Acknowledges your home for the best Commanders coverage. Best 2-man duo. For Crevonte and everybody in the chat, thank you for watching. You guys know the drill. We'll see you later after Ravens Chiefs. Peace. Have a good day, everybody.